Hey guys, Dylan from Flow Designs here. Today I'm going to show you how to install this front splitter kit on the new CN7 N-Line facelift. Before we get started, let's talk about what's in the kit. The front splitter comes in two options. You can choose between a scratch resistant texture or a shiny gloss. The gloss matches the OEM finish while the texture is a bit more durable. You can also opt in for our optional winglets and front extensions. These are optional and adjustable and make it look a bit more aggressive. These also come with black stainless steel hardware and also stainless steel black powder coated bracket. Let's get started installing. Firstly, let's go through the tools you'll need. You'll need a drill with an 8mm drill bit, as well as a 10mm socket or wrench, and a clip remover, a pair of scissors, and a 4mm hex driver. You'll also need some clamps to hold it up while you install. So to get started, we'll take off the stock under tray. To do this, you'll have to take off a number of clips, as well as 4 10mm bolts. Next is deciding what to do with the weather strip here. You have two options: either take it off completely, which stops debris and leaves and other things getting caught between it and the splitter. And also you could just trim the ends so we get access to the mounting point at the back. For this car, we're going to remove it completely, but I'll show you how to trim it as well. So firstly, we'll have to remove the clip on the end, like this. And you can see here, this piece of the bumper. We have to trim it anywhere past this edge, so we'll do it right here. So using scissors or a knife, you can just grab it, pull down a bit, line it up, and cut. Just like that, you can put it back in and leave it there if you prefer to have it still installed. To remove it completely, there's 4 Phillips head screws along the front here, as well as a clip on the other side that I haven't removed yet. So doing that first. So now we're going to clamp the splitter onto the front so we can get it aligned for drilling using these clamps. Once it's clamped on the car, you're going to go around and make sure it's all sitting snugly in its correct position, such as making sure this angle here is correct and sitting nicely all the way around the car as well. The front, make sure it's sitting up against the plastic here, as well as the corners. And once you're happy with that, you can clamp it securely and drill. Once it's clamped on the car, you want to go around and make sure it's sitting properly. So in the corners here, you want to make sure the hole matches the OEM hole, as well as the edge is sitting nice. And this pocket here is sitting flush with the existing plastic. Okay, so once it's clamped onto the car, you want to make sure it's nice and tight so it won't budge when you're drilling. You want to drill all the holes that don't have any brass threads in them, except for these ones in the corner on either side. This one is for accessories. There's also a pocket on the top, so you can make sure it's that one. So make sure you don't drill that hole out. So with the holes drilled now, we're going to go ahead and put the bolts in. So I've grabbed a 25mm bolt here. This is for the outside holes over here. These have smaller washers that are included. So go ahead and put all of them in except the front 4 holes over here, which are for the brackets. We'll do that after. Now it's time for the brackets. These support the splitter to the chassis and they're pretty simple to set up. I'll show you how now. So they come as 2 separate pieces for each side. There's a top and a bottom with the included clinch nuts to make assembly easier. Basically, you grab one of the smaller bolts in the kit with a washer and attach these 2 from the bottom. So you want to make sure it's not tight, so it's easier to put on the car. I'll show you how now. So we're under the car now. This is the left-hand bracket we have here. So it goes on the left side. It goes onto these 2 holes and these 2. Also, there's an included 3D printed spacer which has to clip onto the bottom of it, just like that. Then we'll feed this up through here in the middle, so it's the widest area. Lift this up and push it over the chassis. Then I can slide it over to a specific spot where we can put the bolts in now. With the brackets in place, now it's time to bolt them up. So there's 2 holes here and 2 here. These are the longer bolts which go here, and then there's shorter ones included that go in the front. Keep in mind there's the included clinch nuts already installed, so no need for a nut. If you're unsure which bolts to use, check the instructions out, it will be detailed there. So for these front holes, there's 2 different size bolts on each side. The 35mm is on the outside where the spacer went, with the 30 on the inside. Make sure to not mix them up. Once the bolts are threaded on, time to tighten them up. So we've done the first side and got that bracket installed. Now we do the same on the other side and then we're all done. And with that, our splitter is fully installed on the car with our brackets. These brackets are super strong and will hold it onto the chassis, no worries. To prove how strong they are, Lockie here is going to do a pull-up on it. Now I'll show you how to install the optional accessories such as the front extensions and the winglets. To install these accessories, use the provided bolts and the pre-inserted threads on the splitter. Make sure if you use both of them at the same time to use the longer bolts, whereas if you use one by itself, you can use the shorter bolts. For the Explorer extension, there's also another hole that we didn't drill earlier. That one has a Chicago bolt that comes with it, which you can slip into the pocket. Now you can use the bolts to attach the accessories. Once they're held up by all the bolts, you can adjust to how you prefer them and then tighten it to secure them. Make sure to only use hand tools and not tighten it too much to pull the threads out. Once these are on, you can adjust them depending on how aggressive you want it to look. And once they're set, copy on the other side. And with that, guys, the kit's fully installed. It wasn't too bad, didn't take too long. If you ever need more help, there's also instructions that come with the kit. And if you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call. Thanks for watching.